Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Alright, first and foremost, before I get started, call hello Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Dash. And of course, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who through the Spirit have taught us this truth for many years now, alright? And with great humility continue to do so. Alright, this is Nama with the DC Camp. And this article came from RT. I'm going to be combining two, alright, for time's sake, so let's get into it. It's from RT. Alright, it says New York lawmakers introduce bill to make Crown Royal 19 vaccine mandatory. But what about my body, my choice? Critics wonder. And the reason I said it like that is because, and it whole nother video, but in this case it applies to this because they have an agenda. Now they got one set of rules. Why? These women, since Roe versus Wade, they've had an agenda, and it had to do with targeting our people through what? Abortions. Remember Margaret Sanger? Alright, so all these years now, just shy of 50, 47 now, alright, getting ready to be 48. They've been pushing all this stuff out there and pushing the women, propping them up, and they be out here in these marches, my body, my choice. It's fine when you want to have, when you've targeted a certain ethnic group because you don't want them to multiply. Alright, my body. See, this is how Esau, he's a crafty devil. Alright, and that was an end around that targeted us specifically. Alright, and weakened us. Alright, so if that's true, why not apply it to now? You've come to find out they've had the vaccine for a while now, and I've always said that this is again something else behind this, and it's my opinion the first lockdowns didn't accomplish what they wanted completely. They wanted to break the backs of the middle class and these businesses, alright, completely wipe them out. It didn't quite work out that way. Alright, so the second go around, alright, we'll probably do it, because a lot of them have just been hanging on by a thread. Alright, and then they can crash this economy, and then after this is introduced into everyone's body, they can come out with that chip. Alright, but see, this is the carrot aspect of it. Alright, and what I mean by that is, we know Esau's blessing is what? The sword. Alright, weapons of war, but also his ability to deceive, alright, to lie and do it convincingly. Alright, so which is my opinion that that's not going to work out, because, and I said I had two, come to find out, NYFD, this article, it says more than half of FDNY firefighters say they will refuse COVID vaccine. Wow. So it looks like we're going to have some interesting times ahead. Alright, you can tell this is not quite as we go, we figure this out type of thing. It's like what they plan, it's like loosely working, and they've got to adjust it on the fly, so to speak. Alright, because people are beginning to wake up now. I'm surprised it taking them this long. What, March, mid-March, third week of March till now, 9 months. Come on now. So they're going to have to do this. They're going to have to get stern, if you will. Alright, again, because they have an agenda, and we know the end result is they want to get this new world order up and hopping. Alright, so let's see, let's start with the first one. It's from RT. There's Governor Cuomo. It says proposed legislation to make Corona-19 vaccinations mandatory in New York has come under fire from critics who are recalling the state's 2019 abortion bill and asking, where have our rights to control our own bodies gone? The State Assembly bill, which was introduced by Manhattan Democrat Linda Rosenthal, says in its summary that Crown Royal 19 vaccinations would be compulsory in certain situations. But it later says any mandate would apply to all individuals or groups of individuals who, as shown by clinical data, are proven to be safe to receive such vaccine. Proven to be safe. So they say that health workers, alright, be the first ones, and they, put these people out there to be, heroes. They're on the front lines. Yeah. And we know it's all BS, alright. But that's the nature of these Edomites anyway. Their whole history is just fluff. They borrowed from everybody else. They've stolen from everybody else, alright, and made it their own, alright. They're hypocrites, alright. In fact, let me pull it up. Let's see. Let's go to hypocrite. We're going to go get them online. Hypocrite as a noun, circa 1200, false pretender to virtue or religion. Alright. From Greek, it says stage actor, pretender, dissembler. Damn, that's him in a nutshell. Alright. Hypocrite as an adjective of, pertaining to. That sounds like somebody else. Alright. Or proceeding from hypocrisy, 1540s implied. Alright. Alright, was used in the same sense. Let's see. It says liar. Alright, we all know what that means. One who utters falsehoods. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much Esau in a nutshell. Alright. But what we have here, let's go to Psalm 73. And we will start at three, because what's going to happen in his push to get everybody to try to take this, he's going to enlist the aid of Hollywood, sports, various sports organizations, players, try to especially get Jake to get on board with this, alright, because that's who his ultimate target is. It's us. Alright, they know who we are. Alright, and the thing is, we can corrupt them, because why would you need to mess with anybody's RNA? RNA is just messenger, alright? And DNA, why would you need to alter anybody's for something that's, and I've got it on, I'm going to have to post a video where they keep saying it may stop COVID-19. Maybe, all this, Point being, this is something else. It has nothing to do with the supposed COVID-19. Continuing on, it says, verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And that's how a lot of jakes get caught up. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. At least, that used to be the case. But as this goes on, this so-called pandemic, you're seeing a lot of Edomites. You can look in their face, alright? And who are they looking funny at? You guessed it, Jake. Alright. 6, it says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. We all know they are the prideful. Violence covereth them as a garment. Just look at the history. And what they're doing presently. It says their eyes stand out with fatness. Now let's look into that fatness. Alright. See, this all goes back. Now this is Strong's H2459. Kalob. Alright. Fat of humans, fat of beasts. 3 is, or C is what we want. Choices. Best part. Abundance of products of the land. Alright. Strong's definitions. From the unused root meaning to be fat, whether literally or figuratively, hence the richest or choice part. Best, fatness, finest, grease, marrow. And who was that promised to when we go back to Genesis 27th chapter? Alright, let's get that real quick. Alright. Who was that promised to? I'm going to skip down to 38. Alright. Where Isaac issued out the blessings. And of course we know that how Jacob supplanted Esau. And here he goes. And it's verse 38. Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. In other words, he would have the best places. He would, occupy the best lands. Alright. And of the dew of heaven from above. But his clench, it says, And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And it's been that way ever since. He looks for ways, alright, to try to get his birthright back, his blessing. Alright, after he sold it to Jacob in chapter 25. It wasn't stolen, he sold it. Alright, so this has been a ongoing battle ever since then. Continuing on, I got to wrap it up here. It says, the New York State Assembly introduces a bill to mandate COVID vaccinations. The department shall mandate vaccination for all individuals or groups of individuals who, as shown by clinical data, are proven to be safe to receive such Maxxine. Alright? It says such a mandate will be triggered into effect if public health officials determine that New Yorkers are not developing sufficient immunity from the Maxxine, and you know they're going to do that. The only exceptions would be people who have exemptions written by their doctors for medical reasons. Alright, the bill was referred to the State Assembly's Health Committee for discussion. It was introduced weeks after the New York State Bar Association passed a resolution urging the state to mandate Crown Royal 19 vaccinations and deny exemptions for religious, philosophical, and personal reasons. Now, it says Biden says he won't force Americans to vaccinate, but will do everything in his power to encourage them to do the right thing. What do you think that means? I'd often stated, and if you read Revelation 13 and 16, which we'll go to here, benefit them, be in their best interest to do that. Revelation 13 and 16 says, And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Let's go into that, and I got to wrap it up here. Let's go into that cause. Another word you could use is compel. This is because if you force me, that's not what needs to be. That's what not needs to happen. This is
Strong's G 4160 Poeo.
Alright. And it says to make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion. to be the authors of the cause, to make ready, prepare. All right. Let's see. Let's see. To put one forth, make one do something. All right. To be the authors of a thing, to bring about. All right. To carry out. To make ready, and so at the same time, institute, celebration, paths, perform, to the promise. All right. Let's go to the Strong's definitions. Let's see. The thing is, you have to make a choice of whether you're going to serve the Most High, and the Most High, Yahweh, is your power, or is it Esau, Edom, the so-called white man? All right. Again, if he makes you, that absolves you of that. You have to be like on bended knee. Please, let me have this. I want this. All right. I've made my choice. I serve you. All right. So, wow. And again, this might be something else too. It says Cuomo says COVID, Crown Royal 19 Pfizer vaccine under Trump is bad news. Vows to block distribution until Biden is president, because we know they've had it ever since at least, I guess, February. All right. Bad news. Bad news. I can just do not take that. Anytime you see, and you know people like this got the inside scoop. The EMTs and all that, and they talk to doctors and whatever have you. More than half of FDNY, all right, firefighters say they will refuse the Maxxine, all right. So yeah, and here's a comment. It says only real Nazis would force its people to participate in a huge medical experiment. And that's just what it is. Even Russia, the evil nemesis, it says made the vaccine voluntary. I guess 2020 has revealed the true character of the neoliberals and their brutal authoritarianism. They're both in it together, people. You know, we've often said, you get caught up in this bipartisan bullshit. Two wings from the same dirty, filthy, wicked bird. Alright, so with that, I'm going to have to call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakadash, and of course, double honors to the apostles of great millstone and the elders. Alright, Shalom, Arkin.